So guys, welcome back to another Warframe revisited video here on the channel. Now this is video number 11. If you haven't seen the others, please check out the playlist, and as always, spoilers are ahead. So this is the second half of the War Within questline. Now, where we just ended it, Teshin has trapped us here in the mountain pass, trying to undo what Margulis did, where she lied to us. She hid our memories away to basically ease our suffering. So in order to try and stop the Grenier Kuva Queens, Teshin has trapped us here to sort of try to fix us.
The Iodine sculptures are perpetually in motion, monuments of Oregon continuity, immortality. But this one is halted and aging, needing you, as the queens do. Will you give in to them? Or will you face the coil?
So we're going to try and charge it up with our energy. But as you can see, unfortunately, that isn't to be. So as I say, the loading screens and the cinematics of this quest are absolutely amazing. So as you can see, we've fallen down quite a way.
I remember.
Mother takes your head, says there's been an accident. But don't worry, Angel, you're safe with me. Her eyes are distant, unfocused.
She's lying.
I feel... Ow. I would not want that stuck in my leg. Ow.
Beware the ravenous golden maw. Why does it have to be ravenous?
So, underneath the ground here, as you were about to say, is a ravenous golden maw that will basically consume us if we get caught by it. But that'll reset us. Thankfully, we don't die. So when we step on the bones, it'll hear us and it'll come straight towards us. So we have to use the rocks as cover to try and cross the cavern without it getting to us. So we've got to wait for it to go away before...
A queen burrows into your mind just as the creature worms beneath your feet. With each step, you will discover what Margulis took from you. With each step, pain awaits you.
Arguably this now is probably the hardest part to do. But as Teshin says, the Queen is currently trying to burrow into our mine. We need to stop that from happening. And let's try go for it. Damn it, we was close. So unfortunately that does reset us though. But we know how to do it now. I mean, I don't quite know how he caught us there, but... Hang on. I think I just noticed a little path to the side that we could use. There actually is as well. It's an entire path. Almost a shortcut, really. That's actually useful to note. So we can use that again, because there's another one here. However, it only gets us so far. I don't quite know how to get past this next part. This last little bit, it's that last little bit that's catching me out. If we wait for it to go past, then use the path at the side to get round quicker. Then carefully make our way down onto that rock. Carefully make our way around the side here. And once it's gone past, we need to very carefully make our way up onto this rock here. And we need to wait till it's gone far away before we go. I don't... This is annoyingly long. Potentially there is a path the other side. Although that one's hard to see. So perhaps there isn't. Arguably, it's very hard to keep track of where's best to go here. I don't quite know where the creature has actually gone. All I do know is we are back at that awkward spot again. But this time I'm going to try something ever so slightly different. So I'm not quite sure which is closer, but arguably the one off to the side might be closer to the next one. So if we run for that one first, and then wait here until the golden moor has gone past, then arguably we might be able to then rush our way over to the next one. Because this is the one that we've been struggling with most of all. And we wait for it to go away again. And it's a free run right to the end. Where we've now crossed through.
I can't even remember her face.
Now as we slowly recall our memories, we're getting our abilities back.
Your past has weathered Margulis's manipulation. It lurks here. Your only hope of surviving the queens.
So Teshin's basically trying to recover our memories so that we recover our Tenno abilities. So the first one we just unlocked was the Void Blast. Now we will get to use this in a minute.
Destroy this barrier and go deeper into your past.
Sounds great, Session.
So if we press B for the Void Blast, powerful ability that.
The air was acrid and still.
My homes had been sabotaged. The food stocks dwindled. Paranoia gripped your father's mind. What was it he said as he stared out into the starless black?
Something's out there, kiddo. Watching us.
Something's out there, kiddo, watching us.
Something's out there, kiddo. Watching us. The whole ship went insane.
Yes, they did.
You exist on the fold between two worlds. The world we know, of blood and steel, and the world that watches and dreams, the void.
So we've unlocked our second ability, the Void Dash, which allows us to use Void Energy to dash forwards, which is very, very useful for this second cave where the Ravenous Golden Maw awaits again, with much further distances between the rock formations that we need to stand upon. Now, for those of you that don't know about the Tenno abilities as well, as you can see as well, our Tenno is healed. He's no longer limping, so his leg is actually healed. But yeah, the Tenno abilities, as you can see down by the energy bar, you've got a little circle. That is your Tenno Void Energy. That's how much energy you've got to use the abilities in your Tenno mode. If we charge it up, enough, we'll be able to just dash straight over,
Kicking
yeah.
myself for not bringing a rope.
So as you can see, we are slowly but surely making our way through. But an ice wall blocks our path, so if we dash straight through it, and then we'll have another little cinematic.
I smell smoke.
Fires rage on the lower decks. Blood shimmers in the fitful light. Hunting parties roam the ship. But there is singing and laughter and play. For all the children have come together. Their minds somehow unbent. You wipe away your tears, thinking,
This is my family now. My family now. They tore her apart.
The queen is nearly through. She knows what you did.
create. Another Teshin metaphor, right?
Not a metaphor. If we use the void energy, we can actually conceal ourselves so much that no one can see or feel us, most particularly of all. Oh, slightly on the bones. I think we made it across though. I think.
I can hear them.
The hand around the throat.
Howling at the door, drowning mad in the void ocean. You are at ease, swimming within the depths. You remember then how the howling stopped. They had broken through.
So, the adults had sort of gone a little bit insane thanks to the void energy. Now, here is the first choice. You can either choose sun, which is supposed to be light, neutral, or moon, which is supposed to be the dark. Now, if you choose sun, I held out hope would be rescued, so I avoided the bloodshed. Neutral, they had lost their minds. I didn't blame them. We built a makeshift prison. And moon, they were nothing but animals by then, so I hunted. Now, I personally, throughout all of these, chose the neutral balance.
They had lost their minds. I didn't blame them. We built a makeshift prison. They had lost their minds.
Your repressed power has returned, fused with your Tenno abilities, amplifying them. You've outgrown the cradle. Now your transference is innate. Control the Organ beasts and escape this prison.
So, we've unlocked full transference now. Now, transference is what we used to use to, basically... We used to use it to try and connect to the Warframes, but to do so we used to require the somatic link to do that. Now, our abilities are so much stronger that we can use it without the somatic link, which allows us even to control the ravenous golden maw in order to escape from the whole area, really. So we've pretty much escaped the actual mountain pass now.
Know this, Tenno, that I am a Dax, a soldier of a lost era, the last of my kind. By Organ hands, we Dax were given great power, great strength, but an even greater weakness. To obey their command, to never defy the Kuva, the scepter, the symbols of their dominion. No Dax can ever raise steel against an Organ. Only you can do that.
So see, in the old war, the Tenno were blamed for killing the Orokin. That's because the Dax couldn't fight back. They couldn't defy the Orokin, which is why the Orokin and the Tenno fought in the old war. Now, an extension of that is that Teshin now can't defy the Kuva, the scepter, and the one with the Kuva scepter is the Grineer Queen. But the intriguing thing is Teshin there said he's the last of his kind. He actually isn't.
A Yuvan theater, long abandoned. would have stood guard as the young and exotic were paraded through the mountain pass and marched by the viewing pane. They'd barter here, the Oregon, withering and coughing as they prepared for their continuity.
She doesn't want me dead.
No, the Queen doesn't want to kill you. She wants to become you. To burrow through your mind, corrupting it with despair until only she remains.
So, yeah, one thing I just want to point out is that Teshin says he's the only one of his kind left, but he actually isn't. Vazia Dax is currently back for the Prime Resurgence event, because we saved her in a later quest that you'll see. We actually had saved her in the Old War, so technically speaking, he isn't the last of his kind, but that's another story for another time. But yeah, the Queen, she basically wants to take over our body and become us, so she has a younger body, so that she can stay alive using the Orokin process of continuity. Because the Grineer, their continuity isn't perfect. They have the cloning decay syndrome. That's why the Grineer are decaying. Which is why the Queen needs to take our body so she can stay alive, so she can keep her immortality. But we need to try and fight back against that.
No crew aboard, only the children. Only the parasital monsters they had become. The endless void, the gazing abyss, the bottomless ocean of horror. It coiled itself around your tender heart.
So now, you get to pick which one you went for. I hated it, I controlled it, or I embraced it. Personally, I controlled it.
Cut the link! Transference overload in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, the whole mountain pass that we've just seen was all just a mental scenario. Took place in a couple of seconds whilst the Queen was trying to break through into our mind. But
Operator, is that you? Your brain activity flatlined for a moment there. Can you speak? My stars, the operator's mind is destroyed. I'm fine. Just don't play any music. I need to think. Music? Operator, you are not making sense. The transference surge must have affected you as well. Try to rest while I begin repairs. This is odd. The circuits are dead, but I'm detecting transference energy.
so we've retained our new powers.
Coming from you? Careful, operator. You'll damage the ship. Damage me. Amazing. How are you doing this? It is slightly terrifying, if you're honest. Operator, my sensors have gone dark. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Impressive. Very useful. Mortis is a little afraid.
So if we show off to Ordis,
Oh, please restrain yourself. Have you lost your mind? No. But I've lost my Warframe and Teshin. What if the Queens know that he helped me escape? I have to go back. Impossible.
but we're more powerful now,
The
Ordis.
place has moved again. We don't know where it is. There's no way back. My Warframe. It's still there. Haven't you been listening? The transference system is fried. I don't need it anymore. Operator, where are you going?
See, the operator has become so powerful that he can perform transference without the somatic links, and now it doesn't matter how far away his Warframe is, he can still teleport himself to it.
What did you do, Dax? What did you do? How did a child reject the continuity?
Forgive me, my queens.
We hold the scepter. We command you. We are...
Sister, the dreamers come for us.
Tenno, no. After everything you've endured to escape, why did you come back?
I came back for you.
Stupid child. You don't give up, do you? But coming here in the flesh? That was a big mistake. Gods! Kill this Warframe and bring me my new skin.
So as you saw, the Worm Queen has disappeared, and we now have the Kuva Guardians.
Guardians protect the brains. The brains, they're vulnerable. Attack. The red brains shield her. Destroy them.
Now
Shut up, you insolent Dax!
normally your
Kill this
operator wouldn't have as many abilities as mine does, and he wouldn't have a powerful amp, and he wouldn't have as much health, but you know what, we can use that to our advantage.
Long enough have I lived in these ugly grenier bodies. I need new flesh. I deserve new flesh. Yours. God, kill this Warframe and bring me my new skin.
So long as we're sensible, we should survive. So if we sever all of the Queen's braids,
By my Oregon blood, I command you, Tish and Dax, to kill this Tenno.
No, I cannot.
You must, by your oath eternal.
That child I met on the mountain will surely die here.
That child is gone.
I can show you no mercy. Show me none in return. Yes,
no worries, Teshin.
and drink.
We will defeat you.
At this moment. You must not stop. Defeat me. You are a
So we've
child.
defeated Teshin.
No longer.
We are Oregon. We created you. We are your golden lords. Come out, little.
So,
Without
the
her
Queen is
scepter,
going to try and
she is
attack us.
powerless.
We have to Void Dash to take the scepter from her, which will free
Waiting for
Teshin.
Dax.
A chance to kill you. And now, I finally have it.
So,
Shall I?
now we have a decision again. The Sun decision, let her rot, which is where we tell Teshin to do nothing. She escapes, and she will eventually just die from her decaying Grineer body. Neutral, I will do it. Which is where we tell Teshin not to do anything, and we just kill her ourselves with a void beam. Or Moon, kill her. The operator will get Teshin to kill her with a single strike of his Nikana. Regardless of how we kill her, she will die,
No.
and when we will extract. And so, at that point, she has completely died.
To your ship. I'll divert them.
Teshin is going to run away.
Tenno, I've been trying to get through. Are you?
And we've got to try and
alright?
escape.
Transference stream seems different, stronger.
We have neutralized the queens. Teshin helped me. I'm heading to extraction now.
The queens cut me off. I should have been there for you. I'll signal orders to pick you up right away.
So as you just heard, Worm has basically ordered she's basically ordering Grineer to not let us escape, but we are going to escape, so
Thank the stars you're safe, operator. I forbid you to leave the orbiter like that again. It's just too much for an old cephalon like me.
So the quest isn't quite over yet, though. So we spawn back in our orbiter.
Impressive. Just think of the possibilities. You can help me clean up that infested door.
A mother wants to shield her child from the evils of the world. Margulis didn't lie to you. She protected you.
But isn't it better that I know the truth? Wouldn't you want to know? Teshin said,
Teshin thinks he knows better. Maybe he does. Maybe you needed to know to survive the queens. But you are changed now.
that's what you have to say. That I'm changed.
What you did, you didn't have a choice. Tenno, you were only just a...
Don't do that.
In fact, if I go back to my
Don't
operator,
make excuses for me. What's this? An old war beacon? How exciting, operator. You will want to investigate this. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt?
you didn't interrupt anything, Cordis. We were just leaving after a nice little argument with our space mum. So here we are, back at the mountain pass, with the Queen's Kuva Scepter. And our Tenno Void abilities. Shall allow us to get up a lot quicker, granted. And you have to charge the door itself to get the door to open. So, here we are coming up towards the Ayatan sculpture. Massive one where we fell down last time. However, this time, we actually have our abilities properly. And the Ayatan sculpture will help us by making the steps that we need to go out a different way. The way that we should have gone out. The way that leads to the top of the mountain. Where Teshin awaits us. At the top of the world. Arguably one of the most peaceful places that the operator will have ever been to.
You don't know what to do with it.
Tell me.
Some believe the Kuva within is the blood of Orokin ancestors. An elixir of power, of immortality. Others believe it to be a poison. A corrupting oil that brings madness and evil.
What do you believe?
I believe them both. But for you, Tenno, perhaps this Kuva is just a symbol that what you choose to do will define you more than anything.
And now, we make our last decision. Destroy, control, or consume. Now, the sun choice, destroy. We pour it into the snow before an unknown voice speaks to us and says, "You mad at me, kiddo? Did you forget? You owe me." Control is the neutral choice, where we give the Kuva to Teshin, and that same voice speaks to us, saying, "Don't forget, kiddo, you're nothing without me." And the moon choice, consume. We drink the Kuva, and that same voice speaks to us, saying, "Hey kiddo, what took you so long?" Personally, again, I'm going to go for the neutral. I'm going to go for control. Seeing as this is what controlled Teshin, whoever owned this, whoever possessed it, controlled Teshin, it's only fair that we give it to Teshin.
Don't forget, you're nothing without me. Without me.
The world weighs more heavily on you now. Try not to lose yourself, Tenno.
So that was the war within. So, at this point, you would normally have a message come through from Teshin, basically apologising for what he did, and that would give us the Broken Scepter, the Orpheus Blueprint, Rhythm Mods, the Grenier Queen's Glyph, and the Mountain Pass Captura. This quest also obviously unlocks Kuva Siphons for Kuva, Salty Missions, Kuva Larvings to make Kuva Liches. If you've completed the Tempestari, you can also get candidates to make Sisters of Parvos. You now get the transference capabilities. You also gain access to the Quills in Cetus, to Little Duck in Fortuna, Necroloid in the Necrolisk, and finally you get access to the Kuva Fortress. But with that in mind, guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it informative, enjoyable and fun to watch, as I am finding these very fun to make. But with that in mind, guys, I will see you all tomorrow for the next one.